So I found out that some states didn't recognize Martin Luther King Day until the year 2000. That's nuts, right? Like, can you imagine being so racist you'd rather go to work? So when I graduated, one of our speakers said this. He said, quote, "Keep looking forwards. There's a reason the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror." And it's like, yeah, but that's not it. That's because like so many people would die otherwise. That's not good. I don't think they were just designing the car for graduates. They were just like, and the radio only shouts Winston Churchill quotes. And the odometer shows you how much student debt you have in case everyone wants to swerve off the road all at once. So I have to apologize because I used to have a job writing clickbait headlines. I'm part of the problem, sorry. I think the worst headline I ever had to write was, "This pig does something most humans wouldn't dare." And I will briefly open up the floor. Does anyone have a guess they want to shout out? What did the pig do most humans wouldn't dare? No guesses? I got a guess last night.
Roll in the mud.
Roll in the mud? I get that one a lot, and that's interesting. Because most humans probably wouldn't dare to roll in the mud. It's very embarrassing. You'd have to take a shower. So it's true, but if I clicked that, I'd be pretty disappointed. I bet the headline could have just been "Pig is pig." Right? No, but this pig, guys, this pig went parasailing. Actually, the pig didn't really go parasailing. The pig had parasailing done to it. Like, it didn't sign a waiver while it was on vacation. Oh, you only live once, right? The pig was terrified the whole time. I got a new character I'd like to try out. You want to hear it? Yeah? Here we go. It's a new character I've been working on. So. That's one small step for man and 100 cats who look like Harry Potter. That was BuzzFeed Aldrin. Speaking of the internet, I was curious who would win in a race between Sonic the Hedgehog and the Flash. So I looked it up online, and it turns out they just make out instead. That's good to know. This is another character I'm working on, so I hope you like it. 36, 46, 56. That was a snowman describing his ideal woman. You know, they say in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. And it's like, yeah, but only because his father was king. Right? That's how monarchy works. The king isn't just whoever has the most eyes. Like, that's a terrible way to run a country. So I don't presume to know how Italian people feel. But I do think it's weird that the Mario Brothers from video games are just these crazy Italian stereotypes and everyone's cool with it. Like, I'm Jewish, obviously. I think it would be weird if the Mario Brothers were these crazy Jewish stereotypes. It was just like, I think you might have left a coin back by one of those fakakta turtles. Like, just, look, you don't need it now, but you don't know. Tomorrow. Here's a question. Why did I alter my voice to be a nerdy Jewish person? When that is all that I am. I got one more impression I'm gonna do, so we'll see how you like it. Yeah, so do you want to sound like a Game Boy or a jazz club for white people? That was whoever makes the theme songs for podcasts. So I think that explorers were probably the original trust fund kids, right? They were just like, yeah, fine, okay, I haven't found a sea route to China yet, but I found this new continent, and I think a lot of cool stuff's gonna come from it, okay? And like, please just keep funding my expeditions for 3 more years. If it doesn't work out, I will go to law school. Just, I haven't found the Northwest Passage yet, but I'm finding myself. And I think that's what's really important. Anyone here read Catcher in the Rye when they were in school or whatever? Yeah? Do you like it? Really? Wow, I thought it was just way too repetitive, right? Like that one part where for 34 pages straight it just says kill John Lennon. It's like, I can skim that, I get it. Look at on SparkNotes. So there were these ads for meth in Montana. Not like for meth, not like buy 4 meth, get 1 meth free, like against meth. And they've got this kid sitting in a laundromat, and the guy in a hoodie runs in, he's like beating people up, like I'm on meth or whatever, I don't know. And hoodie guy grabs the kid by the lapels. Reverse shot, we see the guy in the hoodie is this same kid, but a few years older with scars on his face. And he shakes the kid and goes, "This wasn't supposed to be your life!" And that is a great ad. Because it tells you everything you need to know. Meth will mess up your face and let you time travel. It's like, John, what are you doing? Shut up, I'm gonna kill Hitler! And you'll notice my gesture for doing meth was this, because I have no idea how meth is done. And that's after all 5.5 seasons of Breaking Bad. But I just closed my eyes for the no-no parts. So. There was, speaking of Hitler, you probably know this, it's a fun Snapple fact to toss around, but before Hitler was a Hitler guy, he was rejected from art school, which to me seems like a great argument for letting everyone into art school. Because what's the worst that'll happen? Oh, what, will they make bad art? How bad? Like so bad that when people tell jokes about time travel, the go-to will be like, they're gonna stop that art from being made, right? Like, I'm gonna get that art! And that's what people will say. It's so bad that like, when you're talking about bad art now, and you're like, oh man, this is like that art, people are like, don't compare it to that art! You lost the argument right now when you brought up that art. Let's be reasonable about this admittedly bad art. So, speaking of bad things that happened, you all remember David Bowie? Yeah, he was great. He's dead now. But this last joke I'm gonna tell is a tribute to David Bowie. So, you know the song Space Oddity? Yeah, it's the one between Ground Control and Major Tom. Yeah, we know it? Alright, it's counts a conversation between Ground Control and Major Tom's like an astronaut or whatever. And at one point in the song, Major Tom's about to die. And he says, tell my wife I love her. To which Ground Control responds, she knows. What's your deal, Ground Control? Just do it. I know you're so busy with your space stuff. Or at least lie. Right? Just be like, we will. I won't. Guys, you've been a bunch of fun. I'm Andrew Tavin. Bye. Enjoy the rest of the show.